We just got our hands on Govee's Neon Rope Light 2, and there's a decent upgrade over the first rope lights as they're now matter compatible, and I've always wanted to get some rope lights to try and make this office space look a little bit more jazzy. So let's have a look what they're all about. You might have heard of the Govee name for a couple of years now because they've been around for quite a while, and what they can do is they can give you a really nice cheaper alternative to something that's more expensive like the Philips Hue bulbs or even those nano leaves. I have the 5-meter version of the Neon Rope Light 2, and in the box you get of course the lights themselves, which are made out of what feels like silicone, and they're really honestly like super high quality. And these lights are diffused as well, which means that they look a lot better when they're up on the wall or wherever you put them than those cheaper ones you can get from other places, because they're not as bright in your face and it's a really nice kind of soft light overall. Next is the clips you get in the box, and these already have that sticky adhesive on the back of them, which makes it really easy to stick them up with the Rope Light 2. And now they have longer metal versions of these sticky clips, which you didn't get in the original version of the Rope Light. And you used to get just these individual plastic ones, which you still get with the Neon Rope Light 2, but now those flexible metal clips give you a little bit more intricacy when you're wanting to use them to put them up on the wall. You also have those screws as well if you want to add that bit of extra security when you're sticking these up on the wall. The adhesive clips from what I've used are actually really good, and they stick to pretty much any flat surface, so wall, metal, wood, you'll be doing absolutely fine there. But they are pretty much one use only, because if you take that clip off the wall then they lose that adhesiveness pretty much straight away and have to be thrown out because that stickiness just doesn't exist anymore. I did find like a little workaround on this, so if you have some command strips, what you can do is just cut them down to the size of the clips, stick them on the back, and then you can reuse those clips again instead of having to just throw them out. The most time consuming part of the entire process though with the Rope Light 2 is picking the design and getting it all set up before you put it on the wall. And because I mentioned that already that the sticky clips only are pretty much one use, you have to be really careful about when you stick them up on the wall. Govee does give you a load of designs inside that app, so if you get these Neon Rope Light 2, what you need to do is basically you need to live in that app as you set it up, and it gives you a walkthrough on how you can actually have them set up in different designs, and you get a lot of different designs in the app. However, I just wanted to make a circle, and Govee doesn't do that, so they're a little bit more intricate in the app themselves. If you decide to go with one of those designs that Govee's already pre-installed into the app, what it'll do is it'll show you some red areas on the rope lights themselves, and that's exactly where you need to stick those adhesive clips, so it makes creating a design just a little bit easier. And if you pick your own design and get it up on the wall, within the app you can actually take a photo of that design, and then the Govee app will pretty much replicate that inside of the app, and then the Govee app will let you be a little bit more intricate in what parts of the lights you then decide to colour. So you can have bits that are blue, bits that are green, and you can just create your own small light design. The Rope Light 2 works with Google Home and Alexa, so asking it to turn on the lights or set certain colours is really simple using your phone or your smart home device, but you can't really do much else than that. If you want more control, you need to go into that Govee app, and it gives you so much more options. You can play around with lots of different colours, lots of different scenes. Like for example, there's a music option where the lights will listen to the sound and react based on that music or video, which I think is pretty cool. There are tons of different pre-made scenes as well that you can pick from, and you actually have an option here where you can use your DIY scenes, so you can play with that and use it to create your own colours. It's hard to tell you exactly how good that Govee app is for designing different scenes and colours. You just need to go into it and have a little play with it for a few hours and create your own really nice scene. But there is also an AI automated scene that you can use inside the app. There's an AI mode where you can just ask the AI to create certain scenes for you, and you know what, it does an okay job. And you can also upload an image where it can recreate the colours of that image onto the rope lights themselves. One of the new features of the Rope Light 2 inside that Govee app is being able to decide what direction the lights go. So on the old versions, they essentially just went from left to right and you couldn't really do much else with them. But now with the Rope Lights 2 inside the Govee app, you can decide whether it comes from the left, the right, up, down. You can decide quite a lot of different things. So like I mentioned, you just got to go into the app and just have a little play with it and just see what you can create. I genuinely really like Govee products, and I bought a couple of these like in the last couple of years anyway, before we were even sent the Rope Light 2, and they are a cheaper alternative to the Nano Leaf and the Philips Hue as well, and they might not be as bright, but they are, I think they're honestly just as good. And now that they are matter compatible as well, it just makes things a little bit easier when trying to set all of this up. Let me know what you think of the Rope Light 2 though. Like, they are quite difficult to put up and it's quite time consuming, but if you get it right and take your time, they can look really good. So if you want to pick yourself up some of these, have a look down below in the description and that pinned comment. And if you pick yourself some of those up and subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel, then I shall see you later.